It's possible to buy a magnetic 4-inch square plate that has a 2-inch long black tube that does nothing. What is it for? It's possible to buy a magnetic 4-inch square plate that has a 2-inch long black tube that does nothing. What is it for?
Is this related to, like, the tech world in any capacity?
Yes.
So I'm thinking here there are some terms in this, like plate, because plate can mean food, but plate could also mean like a bit of metal.
And it's magnetic.
So that could just be a magnet.
My brain instantly went to like an iPhone holder.
But then it would have a function, doesn't it? Is it the whole object that doesn't have a function or just the tube?
Yeah. Sneaky words.
My first thought is that this is space related somehow. Because if you have a plate that is magnetic, you might be attaching it in zero gravity or something like that, so it doesn't float away. And the tube is to hold liquids or something like that, that bubble up in zero gravity or something like that.
Amusingly, the first thing I thought of in the previous question was a cup that's specifically designed to work in space for coffee, but that isn't earthenware, that's plastic. And that's a weird shape to use.
You wouldn't make something of metal that was heavy unless you absolutely had to. You'd just make a plastic plate and attach a couple of magnets to it.
So is it like perpendicular tube, longitudinal? Like, are they attached? Are they just next to each other?
If you imagine, a cup on the side of on a little coaster, it's like that. So it sort of sticks out.
Just a big coaster, and
it's 2 inches long.
The tube is 2 inches long?
It's a 2-inch long black tube. Yeah.
Okay. We don't know the diameter of the tube, though.
We don't know the diameter.
Okay.
I mean, I can tell you the diameter, but I think that's not as fun.
You've got how this show works. Yeah.
Musical instrument.
I think have a think about why it's magnetic, and also remember it does nothing.
That means it's art. Because art has no function. While I greatly appreciate it and agree with it, it has no function.
We'll get complaints about that. We'll get complaints.
Art does nothing, but it may have a function.
Okay, so it does nothing. It's magnetic. It's the magnetic plate is 4 inches square. The tube is 2 inches long.
And black.
And the black's significant.
Okay, why does it have to be magnetic? Is it going to be attached to a fridge? Is it going to be attached to something else? Is it...
Not a fridge, but what else might you want to be able to put on something but take off?
Oh, is it like a coat hanger thing?
You're thinking of those little towel things, aren't you, where you shove in your kitchen towel and it sort of holds onto it, aren't you?
Or like we had the
it's not one of them.
Like a hook version of it.
Yeah, it's not a hook.
Okay.
It literally does nothing.
Is the tube floppy?
The tube is very much not floppy.
Does this go in a kitchen?
No.
Does it go in an office?
No.
Is it a fiducial marker?
It is not a fiducial marker. It is a marker for something. I will give you a massive clue. This thing is trying to mimic something else.
Is it to mark like the height of something?
It's not to mark the height of something. Very early on, Tom said something about attaching to some sort of spacecraft. Think of another craft that this could attach onto.
Aircraft.
A car.
Watercraft.
Trains. Is it a car?
So it's like a hitch.
But it's got no function.
I'll give you another clue. It's particularly popular, this item, with people who are resistant to change.
Is it a fake antenna for your car?
You're so close.
A black magnetic square.
Is the whole thing black? Or is it just the...
The whole thing is black.
So it's not like a fake petrol cap cover for your car. So
you're so next to this is like ridiculous. You're almost in bed with it.
What does a modern car have that one from 10 years ago doesn't?
Exactly that. Well done, Tom.
Is it a handle? Is it to open a door?
Have you seen any new door handles recently? What do modern cars have that old cars don't?
An exhaust pipe? An exhaust pipe!
No, not an exhaust pipe. Exhaust pipes aren't this big.
No,
that
they're not.
stick.
Oh, is it a pretend electric socket?
Boom!
So then you can park in an electric parking space and have a fake plugged into your car.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Yes.
Genius.
There are parking spaces where you're not allowed to park in if you've got a dinosaur field vehicle.
Exactly that.
I live in Indiana, so
So electric cars are...
What are those?
It's not only people who want to be in the EV parking spaces. It's also, they can be used as a joke. So particularly people with 4x4s or people in Indiana, which have very obvious loud, dirty diesel engines, will sort of stick them on and to go, ha, ha, ha.
You put one on your Ford F-150.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I would tell you what most of those types of people hang off of their cars, but I don't know if it fits within the PG nature of this podcast.
I'm guessing truck nuts.
Yes.
The Lateral book is out now. Just click on the link to get your copy.